My name is Colleen Moran, and I am one of the assistant city attorneys, but I'm also, as part of my job, work in the Human Relations Office. And our office deals with discrimination and harassment. And through what we are talking about today is a Municipal Equality Index. And it comes to my office because it deals with discrimination and harassment and how inclusive our city is. We're really excited to give the news about our score, but before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about what the Municipal Equality Index is. The Human Rights Campaign is the largest LGBTQ organization in our nation to fight for LGBT community members' rights. It also wants to promote policies and procedures within cities and organizations to make sure that the cities are inclusive. And through that process, then, they have developed this survey, the Municipal Equality Index. And the survey asks questions. It looks at 5 different categories, as you can tell from our poster over here, of how the city does and where we have inclusiveness and where we might need to improve a little bit in it. In the survey, it started in 2012, but the city of Sioux Falls was not invited at that time to participate, so we didn't get a chance to answer any of these questions until 2013. And in 2013 was our first chance to look at the survey. And the Human Rights Campaign initially does the investigation to see what they think the city is doing, and they give us an opportunity to add to that. And in 2013, our score was 24 out of 100. And we looked at that at the time and thought, boy, we need to do better, and we can do better. And so we looked at their categories and the things they thought maybe we needed improvement on, and we decided that we would take some next steps. And since that time, we have taken next steps. And I am so proud to be able to say that our score is now 63 out of 100. And so it has been a very significant increase. And one of the things that we have shown with our significant increase in the last year is that the mayor appointed a liaison to his office, who is me. And what that means is that city government has taken a stance that there should be people in the LGBT community who know that they have someone safe to talk to. I am the contact person, and they can come and talk to me about issues that they might be having in the community, and if needed, I will act on them, as will the rest of the Human Relations Office. Another significant jump and a wonderful achievement this year is that the Sioux Falls Police Department also appointed a liaison to the LGBTQ community. And that's the officer who is right here, Cynthia Holmquist. She started in August, and she is the point for the LGBTQ community. If they have questions or concerns about crimes, about harassment, about their rights, she is their contact person. And so we are really proud that those 2 things happened in the last year. In addition to those things, the city has been recognized and has gotten a fairly high score on how we treat our employees, whether we are an inclusive employer, and we are. We got a high score, we got some points anyway, for having a policy in place that protects individuals. And that's our executive order, our non-discrimination, anti-harassment policy. In addition, we also have health care benefits for transgender individuals. And we're proud of that. We're proud that we have taken that step because we want to be an inclusive employer. We also are really proud of what has been accomplished in the last few years. To go from 24 to 63, I am thrilled with. But I also know that there's more work to be done. I think that this is always a good look and to say, gosh, you're doing okay, but maybe there's more things that need to be done. And we are certainly looking to do that in the future. I'm really proud to have people here with me today. Bill Wood is on the Human Relations Commission, and Bill brings me information and says, hey, the index is going to come out. They're doing some research now, so do you know that, and what are you going to do about it, and how are you guys doing? And so I'm really happy about that, and of course, Officer Holmquist is here too. I am proud to say that I am friends with who I call Boots. Raina Parker is her name, and I think she'd like to share a few words about what she thinks about the index and the city's score and how we're doing. So Boots, I'll leave it up to you now.
I'm the Community Action Liaison for Sioux Falls Pride, and I just want to say I'm very proud to be able to have a working relationship with the city and Colleen, and we've seen such a vast improvement, especially over the last year, an outpouring of support towards our community, feeling like equals in a place where I've been born and raised, where I've fought a lot of discrimination, bullying, harassment, when it comes to the community, when it comes to employment, and the improvements that I've seen even in this last year with the increase of this score and the work on behalf of this community, that I am proud of all of the work that's been accomplished, and I look forward to continuing this journey together, working together to improve things, because there's always room for improvement. And I'm so thankful for the outpouring of support from the city of Sioux Falls, from the community at large, to finally treat each other the way we always should.
Thank you. And I will certainly say that the city looks forward to that continued partnership with Boots and the community, the Pride event, the Center for Equality, what they have accomplished, and many other individuals in our community who come forth and give us ideas and support us, and we certainly want to support those events.
The highest score is 100, and regrettably, Sioux Falls is second in the state of South Dakota. There is a community that's ahead of us. I'd like to beat them, and it's easy to do that. The other thing that I think I hadn't thought about before, when LGBT individuals throughout the country look at places to go, they look at this index. It's a communication tool that says this is a community that would be welcoming. And we do have individuals who've come here. I, in part, found out about that before I moved here. And so it's an important measure for us to show the improvement along the way, as well as continue. And there are areas where we can improve. But I think it helps say that Sioux Falls is a good place to live for LGBT people.
We're always thinking that we need to improve. We want to get to the score of 100. Where we lack right now as far as points go when they award points is our legislation and our ordinances. Because even though we have non-discrimination ordinances and non-discrimination laws, we don't specifically say list sexual orientation or gender identity as a protected class, like we do with race and national origin and disability and those kinds of things. And so when we look at to be totally inclusive, we probably need to look at our laws and ordinances and strengthen those a bit.
Growing up here, it was always my dream to get away, run away to California where all the queers are. And what I've actually found out is Sioux Falls in particular has one of the highest populations per capita of LGBT people in the United States. So a lot of people find that surprising. But with these increases that we see here, not only are we creating a safe place for LGBT adults in the community, but also the youth to stay here. We have a lot of amazing youth that will become future business owners, entrepreneurs, be able to bring in new money to South Dakota, and keep their roots here. And that's important to us, not only as a community, but by heritage as South Dakotans. And the way we do that is to continue improving for them, so that they never doubt that they want to stay here, that they choose to go to college in South Dakota, and keep their roots here and raise their families here.
And I think one of the important things for us to remember is a group that we really need to focus on is the youth. And I know that Boots works with the youth on a number of different occasions. I think the index would show that I think it said 60% of youth think they want to leave their hometown because they don't feel like that it is inclusive. And we want to make sure that the youth don't leave Sioux Falls, that they know that they are welcome here. There have been opportunities that I have been blessed to have in my position where I've been able to talk to high school kids. The mayor and I have had conversations with individuals who are young with LGBT ties, and just to get their perspective, to say, do you feel safe in Sioux Falls? How could we improve that? And we want to continue to have those types of conversations, because truly we don't want anyone who lives in Sioux Falls, regardless of their age, to be afraid of anything or to feel like they are not included. And that certainly includes our young people.